Greetings, sisters. This is Leanne with another book review. Again, if you would like to check out more of my reviews of Christian books and other books, you can visit leanneslibrary.com to see more. So today I wanted to talk with you about this book, The Christian Hero, A Sketch of the Life of Robert Annan. I'm not sure I'm saying his name right, but that's how I've heard others say it, so I'll just press on with it. I really love this book. It's about a man, of course his name is Robert, and he was alive in the mid to late 1800s and was a really very, very wicked man who got saved. And most of this book, which is a relatively short book, is about what his life was like after the Lord saved him. It's just, for me, it was an incredible story. I was really touched and permanently impacted by his zeal for souls and how that affected his everyday life. And so I read this to my children, and honestly, this was one of the first books, well, I guess there have been others, but most recently, this was a book that was really, really hard to read aloud to them. They didn't really enjoy it nearly as much as I did. It's a 7th grade reading level, but I would probably not do this as a read aloud book, but rather have a high school student, any high school student really, 9th through 12th, or an adult, read this book rather than a junior high school student. This is one of those books that people seem to either really like or not. And one of the key features about this book is that John McPherson, who originally wrote this book in 1867, knew Robert Annan and was often around to hear him preaching on the street and to talk with him just about his life, and he knew about his death in great detail. And he shares in this book things that Robert said when he was street preaching. He shares whole letters that Robert wrote to people pleading for their souls. So this book, in my mind, is a really excellent evangelistic tool if you have a lost high school age child who is willing to read what you give them, because there's a lot of gospel in this book. There's a lot of pleading for souls in this book. It's just really powerful in that way. So if you have an older student who would read it, Robert, he was a Scotsman. Maybe if you're doing a study of Scotland, which is timely, I saw in one of the major newspapers or heard on the radio that Scotland is now what did it say? I can't remember the headline, but it has more homosexual politicians than any other nation in the world. It's become a very liberal, awful place. But there was a time when it was different. And this book is a testimony of that. And so please read this book. Have your older students read this book, because it's really, really worth it. It's really special. It's really sobering. It's just, everything about it is so right on. It's so helpful for just having the right focus, the right perspective, and the right priorities in your walk with Christ. And I think a person could get saved reading this book. It's so evangelistic. And so, yeah, I told you this was first published in 1867, but it was just republished in 2013 by Kingsley Press. Kingsley Press is an excellent source of Christian books. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So If you're interested, visit their website and just check out what other books they have. And I am too, and hopefully there'll be reviews down the road of other books that they have on their site. But this book is excellent. I have actually told people that and lent them the book, and they didn't like it. And so I think, and I've also met people, I got this book from Mona Leiter, who said it's unbelievable, it's so good, it's life-changing. And so it's one of those books you either really love or don't care about at all. But because I really loved it, because it really impacted me, I wanted to tell you about it, so that you can get it on your shelf for your older kids and certainly for yourself. All right. Yeah. That's it for this one. So don't forget to visit my website to see what else is there. Have a good day, and I'll hopefully see you tomorrow with another book review. Thank you.